Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I will briefly discuss about electric field intensity between two opposite plates, in which we will briefly discuss about that. This is the last application of Gauss's law, which is the electric field intensity between two opposite plates or opposite charge plate, in which the opposite plates are distributed or equally distributed charges, different charges. For example, one plate is equally distributed by positive charge and other plate which is equally distributed by negative charge, and these are placed in front of each other. When the principle of the electric charge is that the electric field lines start from positive point and end at negative point. So according to this principle, electric field lines start from positive point. The arrowhead shows the direction of the electric field lines between these two plates. So in order to further understand the electric field intensity between these two plates or oppositely charged plates, we need to make or we need to draw a Gaussian surface, which is so in this figure all the electric field lines passing between these two electric charge plates in the direction of arrowhead, and these are equally or distributed charge plates. So in order to further understand the effect of electric field intensity or the electric flux, we need to make a Gaussian surface or Gaussian closed path. So this is a closed path I am drawing in the form of red marker, and this path and this closed shape is immersed. One side is immersed in the positive plate, and the two other sides or sides of these plates are parallel with the electric field lines, and the lower side is perpendicular to electric field lines. It means that we need to calculate the electric flux between these Gaussian surface of each side. So after the electric flux between these two plates, the electric field intensity can be easily measured because these are interlinked with each other. So this is a side 1 which is immersed in the positive charge plate. For surface 1, we need to calculate the flux. The flux will be 0 because this whole side is immersed in this case or in this plate. See, in the case 2 or for the side 2, electric field lines are parallel to the side 2, as you have seen in the black marker or black color. It seems that the electric field lines are parallel with this side 2, and the flux will be 0. And in the third case or third side, electric field lines are perpendicular, so it means maximum electric field lines pass through this side 3, and flux will be maximum, or the quantity of flux will be F is equal to, or flux phi is equal to E multiplied by A. So in the fourth side, which is also parallel or anti-parallel with the electric field lines, so in this case no electric field lines pass through this region or pass from this side, to flux will be 0. The flux has a definition of number of electric field lines passing through some area. So in this case no electric field lines, or in the case 2 there will be no electric field lines passing through because these are parallel. So we need to calculate the total flux in that Gaussian surface. The total flux will be sum of all the fluxes, and which will be E multiplied by A. And the total flux, you can also add all of 0 EA and 0, and all the value and total flux will be become E into A, which will be the total flux passing through this Gaussian surface, which is present or which is placed between these two parallel plates or parallel oppositely charged plates. The total flux is equal to 0 plus EA plus 0. The total flux will be phi V is equal to E into A, which is the electric flux between these two opposite charge plates. So in other words, we can also know that the surface charge density has a main role, because surface charge density is directly proportional to the area, and in this case the total flux, according to Gauss's law, the total flux is equal to, or electric flux is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed. So we need to calculate the total charge in that region. So the total charge can be calculated from the uh, surface charge density. Definition of surface charge density is equal to charge per unit area. So from this we can calculate the charge, which is Q is equal to sigma into A. So we will put this value of sigma into A in this expression of Gauss's law, which is phi is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times the total charge. So the total charge, value of total charge, will be put in here. So we have value of phi, or total flux or electric flux in that area or in that region, is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times sigma into A, and we will put the value of flux, which is E into A. E multiplied by A is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times sigma into A. So from this expression you have seen that A can be cancelled out from A area on both sides, and it is multiplied and we can cancel it. So E is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times into sigma. So this is electric field intensity, or magnitude of electric field intensity. So we know that electric field intensity or electric field lines are vector quantity, which it has direction. Direction is sometime outward or sometime inward. We need to calculate in the form of vector equation, or we need to denote it in this form. So E electric field intensity is equal to sigma over epsilon naught into R unit vector. This unit vector denote the direction of electric field lines. So in the next case we will compare the value of electric field intensity in these two cases or two applications. One application I have previously discussed and one application I have discussed now. In the previous application, the electric field intensity was E is equal to sigma over 2 epsilon naught. So this was the case when electric field intensity was calculated in the case of one application of the Gauss's law, which is for infinite sheet of charge, or infinite sheet which was equally distributed a positive charge. So in this case electric field intensity was sigma over 2 epsilon naught. So in this case today we have discussed that electric field intensity is equal to sigma over epsilon naught for the case when the two oppositely charged plates and electric field intensity has been find out between these two opposite charged plates. So in order to compare this, we need to further know that E is equal to sigma over 2 epsilon naught. 2 is common, or 2 is separate between these two terms. So if we compare it, so E is equal to EIS is equal to electric field intensity for infinite sheet, and EPP is equal to two parallel plates. So EIS is equal to 1 over 2 into sigma over epsilon naught. We are separating this. So sigma over epsilon naught can be put in this form value. So EIS, or E infinite sheet, is equal to 1 over 2 times of EPP of parallel plate. It means that electric field intensity of the infinite sheet is half of the electric field intensity in parallel plates. So this is a 100% inter-test question, and you need to prepare this question very efficiently. This is a 100%, and you can earn 5 marks in the inter-text of physics. Up till now we have finished about the electric field intensity. We have discussed last application of Gauss's law, and we have discussed two applications comparison. And if you have any question, you can contact me at my email address or this contact number. See you soon. Bye bye.